Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2. Now, when we left off, we had just taken on an Orc team, and we now have the Lizardmen coming up next. So, without further ado, I think it's about time that we purchase a troll. As we can see, Earpuke. That is a gloriously beautiful name, isn't it? That's just wonderful. So, yeah, we're going to be purchasing him. Stone Stench was the next one. Well, nevertheless, let's do that. Thank you very much. So we're going to be having a troll, and he's going to be dealing some damage, hopefully. But obviously he does have the really stupid trait, which is kind of sad, to be honest, because that means he has to roll... what is it? On a result of 1 to 3, they stand around trying to remember what it is they are meant to be doing, and the action is wasted. So in other words, he has to roll a 4 or above. That's actually pretty hard to do. Well, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But nevertheless... let us now continue our reign of terror against the Lizardmen. Now, as we can see, we have 1,500 team value right now, and let us now start the match. Okay, so as we can see here, the Lizardmen appear to be buying a star player, as well as obviously a Bloodwiser babe, so that's unfortunate, but... yes, the star player is no doubt going to be a very big thorn in our side, so we're going to see if we can actually counter him in some way. Hopefully this guy is a skink of some sort, because we do have tackle, and I don't think we had tackle on many of our units back in the day when we fought some Lizardmen before. So, hopefully we will actually see a good result here. So let's just take a look. Okay, so our troll is currently not on the field. We probably want to get him on here, so let's swap him with Tradar. That sounds good to me, as we can see now. And we'll then swap him with the lineman at the front here, just so that we get another big guy on the field. There we go. Okay, that sounds great. Now we do need to swap Mochnik as well as this guy. And I think that will be fine. I hope so, at least. So let's do it. Okay, so let's see what the Lizardmen actually do. They're going for a... ah, yes, complete front line, aren't they? Yes, a complete front line show of strength. And, oh, excellent. We are getting a extra team reroll. Very nice indeed. Okay, so, it did land right next to their skink, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, okay, so apparently that guy's just ignoring the ball. Probably not the best idea in a game of football, but yes, we'll see. Ah, yes, Hemlock, I know this fellow. He has stab. Yeah, that's never a good sign, is it? He has stab, and what else does he have? Jump up as well, so he's going to be very difficult to pin down. I don't think... oh, he does have block as well. Oh, there we go. It appears as though they have to spend one of their rerolls already on turn 1, and they still failed to pick up the ball. This is great for us. This is very good for us indeed. However, they now have a very strong front line, as we can see here. Look at this. There's just so many of them. Goodness me. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Well, they have the Croxagore out of range of our troll, so, that's actually a little bit worrying, because otherwise I would have liked to very much tackle the Croxagore with our troll, of course. So let's see if we can actually move into range by taking on one of their Saurus. Here we go. Very nice. Already a very good roll. And already a stun? Wow, okay. I was hopeful for a injury, of course, or a KO or something along those lines, but yes, I will definitely make do with a stun. Now let's just take a look. Okay, we actually get a 1 dice against this Croxagore, which is actually pretty good. Now let's see if we can get a 2 dice somewhere else. Probably be able to blitz this guy pretty easily. So let's blitz one of the skinks. Try and murder them as much as... okay. Double attacker down. Really not a good idea. So let's use this. There we go. We have tackle. And there we are. Very nice. A great KO right there. Okay, so now let's just take a look here. We probably want to tackle this guy. Yes, there we go. Ah, a little unfortunate that we weren't able to get something better than that, but... that's just how it goes sometimes, I suppose. Now, let's see here. We have Mochnik. He actually is pretty good. He is only missing 1 armor value from being a blitzer. So, let's just see if we can actually move him over there. Give a little bit more reinforcement to our line there, as well as being close to killing that skink, hopefully. And now let's just see what's going on here. Okay, all red dice. Really not a good idea to attack then. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, wow. That's not good at all. Is it? Nope. That is not good. Okay, so let's see. Well, I'm going to try and mark Hemlock if I can, but he's just going to dodge out of it, isn't he? So it's really not necessary, I feel. But it is necessary to attack this fellow. And that's why we don't roll. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why we don't try those things. Never a good sign, is it? Okay, well, yes, I suppose they will be picking up the ball now, but we have knocked one of their Saurus down, and he is stunned, so technically he's out of the action for quite a while now, and we do have a pretty strong front line, even though this Black Orc is now down, and this Blitzer is all by himself. So he's probably going to have some difficulties, maybe not, actually. It appears he's just being pushed. That's actually fine. That's not a problem at all, and that Saurus is now going to be protecting the skink, of course he is. What else would we expect from that? Oh, okay. They seem to be getting some pretty bad rolls as well. I actually like that quite a bit. It's nice to see that the AI also gets a little bit of bad luck every now and again. Do bear in mind, however, they actually only have one reroll. As we can see, they unfortunately were not able to defeat Mocknick, because he actually does have block, and many times it's not really necessary for throwers to get block or anything like that, so it's really nice that we do. And of course, really stupid is now preventing us from attacking this Croxagore. But we could re-roll it. But I don't think I'm going to, because then we have to roll a 4+ for Loner, so I'm just going to skip that. We might need the re-rolls, I don't actually know, but we might. That's all I'm going to say. We might need the re-rolls, you never know. So let's just see here. Okay, are we going to be attacking this guy with a 1 die again? No, it appears not. Okay, so let's see. Ah, there we go. 2 dice. Wonderful. Nice defender. Down roll right there. Yeah, nothing to write home about though. Okay, so Srenail. This guy could theoretically absolutely murder Hemlock. So let's just see whether that is going to be possible. Apparently not. I'd like a team reroll, please. Ah, yes. There we go. And now he's going to sidestep it, obviously, but doesn't really matter. We want to try and eliminate this guy as much as possible, so let's see if I can actually move. Probably don't want to move into range of the Saurus right now, so we're going to be placing him round about here, I think. Maybe we could, but we have to go for it, which is not a good idea, so maybe we could... No. I think that is fine. I think we'll just place him there. And now, do we have... Nope, that's still red dice, unfortunately enough. That is a 1 die as well, so that's not too good, is it? Okay, well, we're going to be moving this Blitzer into range. That's for sure, because if the skink decides to go over to the left, then obviously we want to cut him off. So let's see if that's actually possible. Who knows? Okay, can we take on this? Oh yeah, we can actually take on this. Wow, okay, that is wonderful. Okay, that's great. Now, unfortunately, the Croxagore only has to roll what? Bonehead. Now, Bonehead is a 2+. So that's a lot better than the Trolls. Really stupid, obviously, but yeah, what can you do? So far, we're keeping them in their own side, which is actually a very good thing indeed, because that means we can hopefully drop the ball, and, well, we can hopefully get them to drop the ball, should I say, and yes, then we can go from there. Now, yes, let's just see what's happening here. Well, this is actually going to be pretty easy for Srenail, or indeed Gralop, to get in there. Ah, never mind. Okay, it appears he's now moving a Saurus in there. That's a little unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah. Well, what can we do? What can we do? We might be able to. We might be able to actually get in that cage, but it's unlikely, isn't it? And of course he's using jump up. Okay, so yeah, they're getting some pretty bad rolls right now, which I gotta say is wonderful to see. And it appears this guy actually does have tackle and block as well. This guy has block and mighty blow. A little bit worried about that. Nope, okay, no injuries here. Thank you. Almost an injury, though. He rolled an 8 on that. Okay, so let's get this guy up, and we're going to try to use our troll once again. If he goes really stupid again, then that's going to be kind of sad, but what can you do? It appears he's actually working out. That's actually pretty good. Okay, Nothing to write home about, though, unfortunately enough, but still, not too bad. Now, let's just see here. What can we do? What can we do? Well, we can probably attack this guy. Okay. So let's attack their star player first. Okay, he's going to sidestep, obviously. He's going to go that way. Let's follow him. Oh, and that is an injury. Excellent. Okay, so their star player is completely out of the running right now. He cannot do anything. So that is wonderful. And now we can move our thrower, hopefully, over here. Yeah, I think over here will probably be the best way to go. And then we'll get this blitzer to blitz this Saurus. With a 1 die. That is not good. Ah, that is actually not bad. Not bad at all, because now we get inside and we have a tackle, of course. So this guy is also able to move somewhat after we take care of this guy, hopefully. Okay, that's not going to do anything, unfortunately enough. Yeah, okay, what about rolling with this? Yep, there we go. And I probably should not have moved there. That was maybe a mistake? I'm not too sure. I really don't want to move Wartbum in range of those guys. That is just going to kill him, I feel. So let's just move this guy over here, mark this guy a little bit more. Then what we're going to do is we're going to try and kill this guy with a 2 dice, and then we'll see. Okay, well, nothing really to worry about there, I suppose. We can take care of this guy a little bit, but obviously our Black Orc does not even have block. Oh, wow, okay, that's a very nice roll indeed. Okay, well, there it is. Okay, so Wartbum could technically move into range here, but he's going to be all by himself, so it would probably result in him gaining some sort of injury, which is something I never want to see. So let's just try to play it a little cool here. Now, this guy could theoretically run here, or he could run down here, but there are tackle zones all over the place. So they're going to have to eliminate some of those tackle zones before he will move, I assume. So that's why he's obviously going to be attempting to take out Grallop. So now the skink can move without having to roll any kind of dodge or agility checks or anything like that. So that's a little unfortunate, especially seeing as they're getting some good luck now with the, obviously, defender stumble blocks and everything. Ah, and there's a push. Okay. Well, it appears as though the Croxagore is also getting a little bit of unlucky roll here. So let's just see. Anything else? Are they going to do anything else? They technically should attack this guy, but apparently they're just deciding where to move the skink. Okay, that's fine. Okay, they're probably going to attack this guy next, I'm going to assume. No, they didn't? Okay, wow, that's actually pretty surprising. So let's just stand this guy up. And we're going to be attacking here. Nice, that's good. Okay, very nice. Now, this is where we get an opening, and this is where we absolutely brutally murder this skink, hopefully. Yes, thank you very much. So let's go for a defender stumbles. Let's... okay, it has sidestep, unfortunately, but I was hopeful that it would actually be able to be pushed into our Black Orc. That would have been wonderful. So let's just see what we can do here. So I've already used Blitz, of course, but let's see. We could stand this guy up, at least just to give it a little bit more of a tackle zone. Now we can move out here with a 67% chance. And we could move all the way over there. Let's move here. Here? No, let's move here. Okay, so there's the dodge. That's great. Okay, so now let's see what we can do. Oh, that's a red dice. That's awful. That is very, very bad. Okay. Well, what else can we do? Well, the troll can, of course, attack the Croxagore with a 2-block. That's wonderful. Okay, now, come on. Let's get some nice injury action going on here. Ah, I want our troll to level up. Of course. Okay, well, let's see what happens here. Yes, a nice defender down roll. That's great. Okay, excellent. Now Wartbum can actually move, amazingly enough. So let's see what he can do. Well, we're probably going to move him next to this Black Orc here, just to make sure that this guy has a little bit of support, and maybe just in case to lend a hand. You never know. Okay, let's move here. The Kroxigor and the Troll will just fight it out together. And now, let's see here. That's a 50% chance to dodge. I'd love to be able to do this. So, is it going to work, or should I just try for the red dice? That's never going to work, is it? No, let's just do a 50% chance. Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? Team reroll, let's do it. He did it! Oh yes! Wow, that was really rolling the dice. Okay, so I really just wanted to move him here so that he gives a little bit of a tackle zone for the skink to run through, which is obviously something that we want to prevent picking up the ball, obviously. So, let's see. Let us see what is going to go down here. Also, obviously, it would prevent... Oh, no. Okay, that was unfortunate. Oh my, please don't... Okay, that was, thankfully, just a stun. Phew, that was a little bit worrying. Okay, there's Stunty at work. Now, let's see if he's going to move again. No, he's not going to move again. So he's right next to our thrower, but obviously that means that the Saurus is still adding his strength modifier to the situation. Ah, they're getting pretty lucky now with their defender downs. That's really quite unfortunate. I was hoping for some more pushes here, if anything. Wow, yeah, defender down on almost every roll. Okay, that's another stun as well. Wow, okay, they're getting very lucky here. That is quite unfortunate. Well, I suppose what can we do? The only thing we can do is try a one block. Yep, not gonna work. Maybe this? Aha! Okay, he has sidestep, but we can follow him out of our current predicament, because otherwise we would have been in a terrible, terrible position. So let's see here. Let's deal some damage against this guy. Okay, apparently not. Apparently we are getting the worst luck ever, and the AI is getting the best luck ever. So that's just how it goes, isn't it? That is how it goes. Now, unfortunately enough, if we had rolled anything but attacker down, we would have been able to take this guy out. And, well, freed up our linemen to hopefully move over here and provide more tackle zones. Now, this skink could, in theory, run all the way down here and probably score. And then, of course, Moknik is KO'd. Never a good sign, is it? No, never a good sign. Well, we can only hope in halftime or whenever we get the opportunity, he's going to recover from that. Now, obviously, this skink is now going to be able to score in the next turn. So, yeah. We're going to need to do something drastic here, but obviously this Saurus is still going to be here, and we are not going to be able to get in the area, unfortunately enough. There's a both down roll as well. My goodness, it is not going well, that's for sure. It is not going well. They really knew what was up, unfortunately enough. But what can we do? What can we do otherwise? Oh, of course. Yes. It is all the roll of the dice, and please do not let that be an... Wow, they really injured our troll. That is... just... Okay. No words. No words for that. Oh! He's regenerating! Oh, excellent. He actually regenerated. That is wonderful. Okay, so trolls actually have regeneration? I had no idea he had regeneration. Is that true? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He does! He does have regeneration. Wonderful. Okay, so he can actually come back onto the pitch in halftime, I hope. Well, let's see how that actually goes. But yes, as we can see right now, there appears to be nothing we can do. There really is nothing we can do. And the only thing we can do, I suppose, is that. Which is never going to happen. Not in a million years. And this. So let's try this, shall we? Nope. Okay. Well, yeah, we just got caught out of position, and obviously the fact that the skinks are so incredibly fast and they have a lot of mobility is a problem. So this is the only thing I can really do, and even then this Saurus is just going to blitz us, and then we're going to be out of luck. So let's just try and inflict as much damage as we can, I suppose, before the break. That's pretty much all we can do right now, and yeah, kind of sad, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of sad. But let's see if we can get a nice 2-block on this guy. Yes, there we go. Now, maybe a nice injury? No, okay, apparently not. Apparently they're just able to injure our troll. They're able to take out all of our units whenever they so desire, and that's kind of sad, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so let's move over here. Of course, he is going to roll a go for it, but I'm taking a lot of chances right now because obviously it is the last time that we get to do these things before they score. So that is it, it appears. We will not be able to get over there unless I do a 17% chance to dodge. Let's do it. I know, it's very risky, but nope. What else am I going to do? That's the only thing I could do, really. Now, the only one thing that we do actually have on our advantage is the fact that he has to run through our tackle zones here, unless this Saurus obviously blitzes us. And that appears to be the thing that he's going to do, obviously, unless the skink goes around. If the skink goes around, then we might actually have a chance, which is going to be pretty amusing if he actually does go around. I'm thinking that he'll probably just be able to use his dodge and stunty, or never mind, apparently he's just going to go around and just run for it. And yeah, there it is. Unfortunate, isn't it? Unfortunate. Well, what can you do? What can you do? That's just the way it goes sometimes. You get the worst luck ever with many of the rolls, or you get the best luck ever, just like they did. So, yeah, you're just going to have to deal with that, I suppose. And, let's see what we can actually do now. Well, we're going to be in offense now, aren't we? But that's actually pointless, because now we only have one turn to score. So, I suppose the only thing we can do is try to move all of our units to the front here, and see if we can deal a lot of damage. Okay, that seems to be the way to go anyway. Okay, there we go. Excellent. We have nice weather, which is still absolutely pointless. So, let's see here. Okay, we want to get this guy over here. 67% chance to pick up. Why not? Let's do it. Really? He had sure hands and was still not able to pick up. Okay, well, never mind then. Apparently not. I really just wanted to get him a very quick star player point by, well, picking it up and throwing it to someone else, but apparently that is just not going to happen anytime soon, is it? No. Well, what can you do? Okay, so the one thing that we need to worry about here is the fact that they may be willing to deal some death blows to us. As we saw in the previous episode, we did actually have a pretty severe case of jinx going on. So, yeah, we're probably going to try to not have that happen this time, if possible. I would like to get our troll a little bit of extra star player points, though. I'd love to see, like, a level 4 or level 5 troll. This guy really just did that. This guy is really just now insulting us to the ends of the earth, really, because he ran through, what was that, 2 tackle zones? And then picked up the ball while the ball was also in a tackle zone. Okay. Okay, that is definitely how they want to play it, so that's how they're going to get it. So where is Srenail? Where are you, Srenail? I need you right now. Where are you? Is that you right there? That is you right there. That's unfortunate. That is not going to be an injury, because surely the dice gods would not be that cruel. Well, maybe they would. So let's just see here. Okay, so a 2 die against this guy here. Let's just take a look. There we go. Okay, now let's see. An injury? No? Not an injury against a skink with stunty? Of course not. Of course not. Okay, well, let's see then. What can we do? Well, the troll is obviously going to be attacking the Croxagore, I expect. What else can we do with him? Not much. We could take on these guys, not really going to be giving us anything of note. We could take out this guy, yes we could. Or not, as the case may be, because apparently we are getting the worst luck ever. Ah, that's just how it goes, I suppose. Okay, so, come on, troll. Okay, apparently not either. Yes, now maybe Mocknick wants to have a little bit of a try here? Yes, there we are. Oh, maybe he's actually going to inflict an injury. Nope, apparently not, just a stun. That is exactly the issue. That is exactly the issue. We are inflicting stuns, but nothing more. We need a lot more than that. Okay, well, that appears to be that. They have scored, so we will have a lot to do in the next half. And I suppose the best thing that we can do is injure as much of them as possible and try to remove many of them from the field, which is what I've actually been attempting to do, believe it or not. But the main problem with it, of course, is the fact that we now have to deal with, well, some pretty hardy units. So let's just see here. The Saurus. Ah, yes. The Kroxigor is kicking the ball. Okay. Aha, they seem to be changing their defense somewhat. Okay, so, yeah, we're not going to be moving Mocknick straight away this time, obviously. Yeah, that was probably not the greatest idea, was it? So, let's see here. We're going to be marking a lot of units right now. We're going to mark this Saurus. We're going to mark this Saurus. And we're going to be doing a lot of marking right now, because that is usually how we do well, believe it or not. If I mark people instead of trying to kill them all the time, then it's actually going to pay off a little bit more, I feel. So let's just see what I can do here. I'm going to move this blitzer around the side, and I'm going to try and move the blitzer around the side as well. There we go. Now let's see. Yes, very nice. 2 block, and of course it is going to be a push, but that means we can get in next to the Kroxigor, which will then assist our troll, hopefully. Okay, there we go. That is what I like to see. Of course, no injuries here, but there is a nice 2 block, and of course we do get really stupid now. Well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? We are going to skip the roll on that, because really, loner with that is just... yeah, it's not really going to pay off in my opinion. So let's see what else we can do. Well, we can pick up the ball, of course. Sure hands, thank you very much. We actually did fail to pick it up the first time, but we re-rolled and got a 6, which is wonderful. And I actually think I'm going to be passing the ball. And we actually did that. Excellent. So he actually gained a star player point, and we're now going to be moving in to... Going to be moving over there, I feel, with Watbum. That seems to be a pretty good way to go, and there we have it. Okay, so that might have been a little bit too overzealous on my part, but let's just see what happens, because... they're going to have to move through a lot of tackle zones. Obviously, this blitzer is going to cause a great deal of difficulty for this Saurus right now. If he had break tackle, then obviously I'd be a lot more worried. But right now, everything seems to actually be under control until they start blitzing all of our units. Obviously, this skink coming in here to try to take on Watbum with literally a 1 block. Really? Oh, why? Why would you do that? I have no idea. But nevertheless, let's move over here with a sidestep. That is very strange. He has now just put himself into probably one of the worst positions you could be in. Obviously, this Saurus is definitely dealing some damage to Srenail right now, which we have to endure, unfortunately enough. Yeah, the main problem with fighting Saurus, of course, is the fact that they do have +1 strength. So they are able to roll 2 blocks against us instead of just 1. And that is not really the greatest thing ever, is it? Especially when Grallop gets stunned, of course. Yes. So let's see what goes on here. Well, they're just taking all of us down, but that really has no effect on things, as well as the Kroxigor doing Bonehead. Are they going to re-roll that? No, they're not going to re-roll that. I didn't think they would. That is a little bit too dense, even for the AI. So let's see now. Okay, so we're able to get this guy up. Even though he could be pushed off, he's not going to be, because someone has to actually be right here to be able to push off an enemy. So that's good to know, at least. Now, let's see here. What can we do? Well, we're going to be throwing a 1 block against this guy. Well, I suppose that's actually okay, because it gets our troll to stop being really stupid, and we can now start to deal some good damage. Well, attempt to do some good damage anyway. Ooh, okay, a 1 die, not really going to help out too much. Let's move over here with Mocknick. And now let's see here. 17% chance. 67% chance? Let's do it. There we go. Thank you very much. So now let's see if we can pass that. 50% chance to pass. Yeah, of course. Do bear in mind, considering he has stunty, he is a terrible... thrower. Okay. That has to be one of the worst things I have ever done in Blood Bowl 2. It appears. Yes. My goodness. Okay. Okay. Well, that is not great, I gotta say. That is not great. Oh, wow. Okay, so Sreneo has now been KO'd. I think this might be a loss, everyone. We might have lost this just from my stupidity when it came to Watbam throwing that ball. But I have actually come to know that Watbam is absolutely terrible at everything, so I probably should not have put my faith in him at that point. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so how are we going to come back from this? Probably not easily. Not easily. So let's see here. We can blitz this guy straight away. We could just get up here as well. Okay, how are we going to do this? This is remarkably terrible. Yes, remarkably terrible. That sums up my Blood Bowl 2 playing skills. Oh yes. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see if we can actually clear some space. Okay, so that's wow, that's actually pretty nice. Let's do it. He has an armor value of 6. We must injure him. This has to be an injury. Okay, it's not an injury, and we caught the ball. We actually did catch the ball. Can you believe it? I cannot. Okay, so let's move here, and we're now going to be making our way over here. 50% chance to dodge. We need to take out this Croxagore. Let's see if we can actually do that. Or we could move Watbam over there. That is a lot of dodges. A lot of dodges for him to make. Is he going to be able to do that? Let's do it. Yep, he totally made it. He totally made it. That is Watbam for you. So, at one point, he is the worst player in the entire game, and then, at another point, he is the best. So, I suppose that is just how goblins roll, I suppose. Did you get it? Goblins roll? Yep. He dodged and rolled a lot of dice. Yes, of course. So, let us do a 2-block against this fellow. Let's see if we can actually take him out. Not to dinner, though, thank you very much. We would like to, however, take care of this Croxagore. Ah, okay, wait a minute. Let's see what we can do here. I'm actually going to move this here. I think that's going to be a pretty good maneuver if we can actually pull it off. Now, let's see here. Okay, well, a 1-block. Let's see if we can actually... Ah, we're actually making it work this time around. I like that. Of course, no injury. What can you expect? Okay, well, there's a nice push as well. A nice push. I don't know why I say nice push, because I'd much prefer a defender stumbles or a defender down. That would be very, very nice indeed. So let's see what they can do. What can they do now? Well, one of their Saurus could get up. This particular skink could be miraculously at +9 strength, which is unfortunate. Not possible, obviously, but we're going to see what they decide to do, because we are now back in it. We are now back in it. We could actually score from this position if we are lucky enough to do that. Now, do bear in mind, what my goal for this is going to be is passing the ball to Watbam and then having him run many, many squares to the touchdown area. Now, they are obviously going to be pushing us, which is really not a good idea to do, in my opinion. But we're going to see. Oh, okay, so let's see here. Okay, another skink attempting to... He re-rolled that. Oh, he actually re-rolled that and got double defender down. Are you serious? Okay, well, let's see what happens. Okay, so there's that. Now let's see what happens here. Wow, they're now just getting some really good rolls. Of course they are. And they are, of course, now rolling injuries as well. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's skip that. Thank you. Just want to be careful about anyone that decides, you know what, let's roll a death. Wow, they are getting really lucky with their injury rolls right now. Okay, so what can we do? Well, Mocknick is right there, so I think we're probably just going to eliminate this. We're not going to eliminate this, we're going to roll again and then eliminate this, thank you. Did we actually get something? Yes, we got a KO. Who would have thought it? I actually would have preferred an injury, of course, because that gives star player points, but I'll take it. I will take it. Thank you very much for that. And now let's see what we can do here. Well, a push is in order, I suppose. And now let's see. So we can actually get a 50% chance to pick up. Let's do it. We have no reroll, but we have sure hands, and that is actually very good. I like that. So now that is a 67% chance to dodge. Okay, so let's blitz this guy. Let's get the worst rolls in history. And then... Okay. Okay, I am not going to rage because... Well, that's what the game wants. That is what the game wants. It is just... Yes, I have no words. I have no words for this whatsoever. Every single roll they get is a good roll, and that is very frustrating. But we still have control of the ball, at least for now. No doubt this guy is going to roll an exceptional... Oh! Okay, well, yeah. He was actually rolling a pretty nice roll for us, but then, of course, I remembered they had a reroll, so that's not great. Now, they are, of course, going to blitz us, and then, of course, dodge and all that kind of thing. And there's a defender stumbles once again. Okay, so there that goes. There's the ball. That skink is no doubt going to pick it up. Yes, of course he is. Okay, let's see what they're going to do now. Okay, well... I have no words for this particular match. Really. I mean, obviously I made a huge error with throwing the ball as Watchbum, but then we got the ball back, and then they started to get incredible rolls once again. So, yes, I gotta say, I'm not entirely sure what to make of that, but we're gonna be getting Mocknick up, obviously. And we're gonna be moving Watchbum into position there. Okay, apparently not. Apparently he doesn't want to. Apparently he just wants to... not dodge, even though he has dodge and stunty. Okay. Well. I have no clue. I have no clue what is going on here. Especially seeing as... Yes. Yes. I don't know what to say. That is remarkable. As soon as we start winning, they start getting a huge amount of good dice rolls. Oh yes, that's a remarkable RNG right there, isn't it? Oh yes. Wow. Okay. Well, I was gonna say that we could come back in this, but apparently they just want to roll injury after injury after injury and continually KO us. If this KOs us as well, then we know something's up. But no, apparently not. There's, yeah, something going on here, that is for sure. Especially, it started with our troll getting injured, but then obviously, thankfully enough, it does have regeneration, so it's able to get back in the fight. But even so, I think we are probably done here. And even then, we were not able to get very many star player points anyway. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that either, but nevertheless, okay, so let's see what we can do here against this guy. Okay, well, at least we actually get a good roll there, I suppose. I'm still not getting some injuries, unfortunately enough. Now, Watchbum can dodge out of that, but do we trust him? Do we actually trust him? No, we don't trust him, so we're just going to blitz over here. Obviously, this is the only guy without tackle right now, anyway. Well, apart from this guy as well. We're just going to get him up. Now, let's see here. Can we actually attack this guy? Yes, we can. Thank you. Oh, yes, thank you. Now, please give me an injury. At least give me some kind of consolation prize. No, it is just a stun. Of course it is just a stun, yes. Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's move over here. At least Grallop has his full 6 movement allowance now. And let's move over here, I suppose. We're just going to try to intercept their skink as much as we can, because really right now, that is all that is preventing us from losing badly. We are losing right now, but not so badly that it is terrible, but it kind of is pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah. So let's try and dodge out of this. Yeah, now he dodges. Of course he does. Now he dodges. So let's just end the turn and see what we can do. Well, they're obviously going to be attempting to take out our linemen. We can only hope they get both down or attacker down or something like that. But obviously they have no rerolls, so it might happen. And we still have 3 turns. Well, we still only have 2 turns, unfortunately enough. So it's unlikely without Moknik that we will be able to make any kind of play that will actually mean that we will score again. And of course they do get defended down. Yes, of course they do. Okay, so let's just see what happens now. Well, they're just going to run with the ball, aren't they? They're going to run with the ball all the way to the end zone very, very soon indeed. We still have this blitzer. He is unmarked. He is unmarked. But, oh no, of course, now he is marked because the Saurus has moved into range. Of course he has. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what happens here. What can we do? We can do a 67% chance to dodge, and then an 83% chance to go for it, and then we can roll a 1 die block. Or we can do a 2 die, and then let's see. Okay, now he doesn't have to roll the dodge. And now he just has to walk up to him and do a 1 die block himself. That's painful. Okay. This is our only hope. He doesn't have to roll a go for it. There's a 2 die. Ah, excellent. Let's do it. Okay, he has tackle. He has block. We have a reroll. How can we possibly fail? We're not going to fail. We're going to do both down. And there we have it. Okay, so now we can move over there. We can do a go for it. And we can try and pick it up. And now we're going to throw the ball. No, of course we can't. We're going to try and move over here. Wait a minute. We're going to try and move over here. Yes. So, we are now okay. We are now fine. Well, not fine, but we're going to prevent them from scoring a second time, hopefully. Let's just see what happens here. I gotta say, it does not look good. Because they're gonna be rolling a block against us, and it's gonna be a 2 dice, so it's gonna not be a very good idea. No. Ah, that's unfortunate as well. Thankfully enough, he is dodging, so we can just move out of the way. Very nice. Okay, so, yes, of course. Of course they were able to get that. Now let's see what happens. Oh, the ball went out, and it's now going far, far away from any of their units. Wonderful. Okay, so they can still get it, and they can still score, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. No, I don't think they can. However, that is also now causing us a great deal of difficulty. Yes, I take a big, deep breath there, because these guys have been very lucky indeed. Incredibly lucky with their injury rolls. So let's just see here. Let's just roll something here and try and kill someone. That's what we need to do. Okay, well, I really don't know. We're just going to do it. We have 2 rerolls. We may as well. This is our last turn. If that isn't proof that we have been completely stitched up by the dice in this particular game, then I don't know what else is. So let's re-roll this and get, well, a pretty good one, I suppose. And we're still not able to injure them. That grinds my gears, that does. Yes, it does. Okay, so... yeah, I guess just a 1 die against this fellow. We can see if we can get a little bit more star player points. Maybe? Maybe? Just maybe? Nope. Okay. Well, there it is. Turn 16, and they are not going to be able to score, so we did prevent them from doing that. But, of course, my throw in the middle of the game with Watchbum, that was the turning point. The turning point with them actually being able to gain control of the ball back. Well, that was quite the turn up for the books, wasn't it? Yes, very much so. So let's just see what they're going to do. They're going to end the turn now, hopefully. Going to end the turn, maybe? No? Or are they going to roll a... I was actually thinking they might roll a death or some sort of injury. Oh, careful. Careful. Okay, so we're just going to sidestep. Thankfully enough, this Saurus did not have block. But if he did, I can guarantee that he probably would have injured us. And maybe even killed Watbum. So, yeah, there it is. Unfortunately enough, that is a loss. But that's just how it goes sometimes. As we could see, the rolls that they were getting were absolutely amazing. But we weren't really getting anything great. Watbum, again, was our MVP, which I gotta say is the worst. And we have been eliminated from the competition, unfortunately. So there's a new season as well. There we have it. We're against Dark Elves, if you can believe that. That's not too good, is it? Okay, well, whatever the case, I will be ending this episode off here. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.